we were all raised by imperfect people. Most of them did their best. They loved us, but they were imperfect. And they were raised by imperfect people who loved them. And they were raised by imperfect people who loved them. So it's a cycle and we all need healing. I want to share a bit about some of the I am statements that have really helped me shape and challenge how I think about myself. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. On this channel we talk about how as dreamers, as entrepreneurs, as people pursuing purpose, how we can enjoy our journeys. This is very important, and today I want to talk about a very important aspect of enjoying our journeys: the self, you. Of course, if you're going on any trip, you have to enjoy the company. You have to enjoy your own company. I went to a very interesting course on marketing and business. It really blew me away because it was not what I expected. I remember one of the facilitators said, "You'll never rise above the self-belief that you hold inside." And I was like, whoa. Life always somehow finds a way to balance and find an equilibrium, balance, So when you're outside world, when you want something that inside you don't believe, somehow you're gonna jeopardize that thing that you're going after. Oh my goodness. That was just like, what? And it made so much sense, Even in moments where you need to just enjoy. Sometimes you might not even allow yourself to enjoy or to rest or to just be, because there's some fundamental beliefs that you hold about yourself that are inhibiting that. So really enjoying our own company and really doing the work of self and healing is so critical. We all need healing because we were all raised by imperfect people. Yes, most of them did their best and they loved us truly, but they were imperfect. And they were raised by imperfect people who loved them. And they were raised by imperfect people who loved them, So it's a cycle and we all need healing. I think the sooner we all realize that, hey, you know what? I need healing so that I can actually be cool with myself and enjoy myself so I can enjoy my journey is so important. Things like therapy, things like talking to others, things like listening to information, and I would call it even God's healing voice coming through different channels, listening and doing something about the information you're getting is so important. I want to share a bit about some of the I am statements that have really helped me shape and challenge how I think about myself. I'm pretty sure a lot of you have had that question. Who are you? Oh, some of you dread it, some of you like it. It's been a hard question. I think they ask this question a lot in therapy. They ask this question a lot in some, development sessions. And a lot of the times, especially in more intimate therapy sessions, it would be like, okay, tell me who you are without telling me what you do. And a lot of us have like an existential crisis. Existential. And a lot of us are like, okay, I don't know how to describe myself, but you start with your name, I guess. I am this person, I am this old, I am, so the intrinsics. The I am statements has to do with the intrinsics. I'm going to share my intrinsics, my I am statements, and how I looked into those statements and how they helped me shape how I think about myself. The statement, you've probably heard this 1,000 times from 1,000 people, but my big core statement of where I thought about who I am is that I am a child of God. I am is so powerful because I am says it's not something that I'm aspiring towards. It's not something that I am hoping to become. It's not something that I'm prophesying. I am. It is the case. I am is so powerful because it's a current state. I've attained it. A child. Now that I'm an adult and I have the privilege of observing children, and I'm also a mom and I'm able to raise children. Now that I'm looking at things from that perspective, it's like child is the most vulnerable member of our society. When a child is born, they can do nothing for themselves. They cannot wipe their bum. And every single person, if you are older, the fact that you are here today, even though your circumstances might have not been perfect, but the fact that you are here today means you have been at the mercy of adults. People have carried you and cared for you, and there's some level of high care that you have been given, and that's why you were able to survive and be here today. Being a child is extreme vulnerability, extreme dependency. That is being a child, and it is needing connection and others. Being a child means you are vulnerable. You need others to actually help you grow. You need community, and you are born into community. You are connected. When I think about being a child, it is the epitome of connectedness, our connectedness as people. When I think of myself as a child, I say, first and foremost, I am connected. I am not an island. I am connected. I need people. They need me. I am vulnerable, and it's okay, because I was never made to do things alone. A great part about enjoying our journey is doing it together. And the second part about a child, guys, children have their priorities straight. They are out here to have fun, to enjoy their life. And so that's why it's a big priority and a big way around how I navigate life. I'm here to enjoy this good stuff, this life. There's something in us that will always fight to survive. It's like I've said this to a few friends, that when I think about creation and life and sometimes how challenging life can be, I'm just like, so when the Creator made us, He weighed all the options and He thought, even though they suffered, it's still worth living. And I feel like that's the thing in us that keeps fighting, that keeps fighting for life. Kids have their priorities right. They're gonna enjoy and have fun and live this life. I am a child. I'm here to enjoy this life. I'm a child of God. Again, we speak to the belonging. I'm not just floating. I'm of something. I'm of God. And God for me is really speaking to the fact that I believe there is ultimate truth. There is a moral compass. There's a Creator who made all of this. There is purpose of God. And I can be rooted in knowing there is ultimate truth. I can be rooted in knowing that I have a moral compass. I have direction. I have groundedness. I have belonging. I have belonging. I am a child of God. Intrinsically, I've been designed. There is purpose. There is direction. So that statement really grounds me. And so it's important to find that grounding, that knowing that you belong. It's so important. My second I am statement is that I am loved. So not only was I created with a purpose, but the spirit in which I was created by, and the intentionality and the thing that envelopes me is love. This is so important, because knowing that you are loved because, and I go back to being a child does nothing for a family. Like, they're just there, right? They haven't achieved anything, but we love them. Why? Because as humans, we are intrinsically valuable. Intrinsically valuable. Our value is ours for the losing, if you know what I mean. It's like the older we get, we shed our value because we think we're starting from zero. My kid said something very interesting. There's a song that says, Jesus loves me, yes I know, for the Bible tells me so. Little ones to him belong. They are weak, but he is strong. And my daughter will say, no, 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 no. We're not weak. Like, no, we're not weak. Then we have to reframe this, change the song. And I'm like, okay, they are strong, but God is more powerful, mighty, just to say, like, we are intrinsically valuable. And a lot of the times kids know that, they see themselves as having value. It's so important to come back to the fact that, hey, you are loved because you are you. You are you. You are you. So it's not something you go out searching for to figure out, am I good enough, or what? No, you are loved. You are loved. You are full of value. And nothing can take away who you are. Loved, valuable, a child of God. That's that, I hope you enjoyed. And please, I really appreciate your support. Don't forget to like, to subscribe, and share with anyone else that you think would benefit from hearing this. I really appreciate you. Have a great one. Cheers. Bye-bye.